These are the Rogue Fitness Fractional Plates. They're the little brother and sisters to my color-coded bumper plates. These petite rubber-coated plates come in 1/4 pound, 1/2 pound, 3/4 pound, and 1 pound increments. Or if you need kilograms, they have a set of those as well. When I weighed these on my food scale, they all came out pretty much exactly the weight that's listed on the plate, which I wouldn't expect anything different from Rogue, honestly. The full set here costs 65 bucks, or you can pick them up as individual pairs, which will cost you just a little bit more if you end up buying them all anyway. When I first bought these, they were a little tight on the bar, but after a couple of uses, they slide on and off the bar pretty easy. Part of why these are made with such a tight tolerance is the friction from the rubber is meant to keep them on the bar. If you're like me though, you're probably using collars on your bar anyway, so well, it's a nice touch, it's not something I'm going to be utilizing. These plates look really good too. They have the same raised white lettering as my other Rogue bumper plates, and compared to a lot of what you can get in fractional plates on the market, they look fantastic. So I've spent a lot of time describing them, so I guess I have to tell you how useful they are. And for me, for someone like me who lifts like me, well, they're not really for me. Rogue says it right on their website. It's right there in the description for serious lifters. These really are for people who are competing to get every 1/2 pound or 1/4 pound they can get on their lift. You know, for people who are performing right up at the edge of what they're physically capable of, where their body might only be able to handle another pound. For a semi-doughy father of two who's sprinting towards a midlife crisis, I'm far more concerned with avoiding injury than I am in setting a bleeding edge PR. Most days. That's not to say they're pointless in my gym. There are times when, for whatever reason, a certain weight will get in my head. So for me, it was 225 when I was doing a 5x5 cycle on bench. I don't know why, but those 2 45-pound plates on there were just a mental roadblock for me. I would always be a rep short or wouldn't be able to get past the 5x5. And for some reason, adding those little 1/2 pound weights and taking it from 225 to 226 seemed manageable, and it finally got me through that plateau. So given all that, why do I even own these? Frankly, they were a gift, and according to my gym purchasing flowchart, that means I can have these guilt-free. My wife and girls bought these for me for my birthday a few years ago, along with the coolest birthday cake I've ever had. They knew how much I wanted color-coded bumper plates, but the big boys weren't in the budget that year, so they got me these, which was really cool. What they didn't know is that this would start me down the path of needing to collect the entire set of Rogue plates, because I grew up with a gotta catch 'em all mentality, and so now I have 0.5s to 55s, but that took a long time. Even if I don't incorporate these regularly into my lifting, they have all kinds of utility in my gym. They make a fantastic deadlift jack when it's time to remove plates. If I can get my daughters lifting with me, they enjoy using them because they look like the plates I'm using. I get to relive the cone stacking game from when I was a kid, you know, the one at all the doctor's offices. And they make a really tasteful high-end coaster for dinner parties.
Can I not be in this?
If you do need or want fractional plates, I think Rogue easily makes the best looking in the market. You will pay a little bit more for these than the generic ones you could find on, say, Amazon, but you do get the rubber coating, you do get the Rogue quality, and honestly, it's like having a little tiny ketchup to go with your big ketchup. They're just straight up adorable, so pick them up if you want them.